Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is Rosie Aconseja. Today I'm going to talk about, I have a concern. I've been thinking and analyzing, and maybe you have been, about technology since we got smartphones. Society and people has been changed a lot. In which way? If you remember in the old times, people used to communicate more, used to spend more time or quality time with their loved ones, with friends, with family. No anymore, because this is a trick from the mean people who create this technology. I mean, the phones, yes, is accessible. You can make a phone call. You can contact someone in a fraction of seconds. You can be in contact with that person all day long. But guess what? At the same time, you have noticed, as you go to restaurants, as you go to different places, even in the streets, people even fall on the floor or trip with someone because they are too focused in their phones. And we are not communicating anymore. I mean, we communicate, but at the same time, people, because has been texting all day long, at the end is no need to see each other in person, because what are you going to talk about if you talk it out all day long? So that's why people feel more lonely, feel like okay, yeah, they have electronic devices, the laptop, the tablet, the iPhone or the whatever phone, smartphone is, and they don't realize that at the end of the day they are by themselves. They feel empty. I was reading a story about a couple. I don't know, it was Chicago, New York. I don't remember which state. The couple, the wife, she requested divorce because they arrived home, they ate with her partner, and then each of them, they were on their tablets or on the phones, and they were not communicating. They were acting like a robot. Got to work, arrive home, prepare the meal, have dinner, talk for like 2 minutes, and then everyone was in their own electronic devices. So every time she claimed to him, hey, you don't dedicate time to me, we should do something different. And he was like, oh, I'm busy, I need to send information to my colleagues in my job, I have a project to do, blah blah blah. And he was always ignoring her. So unfortunately, because she said, I love you, but I love you myself more, so I'm going to divorce you. And she divorced him. And if we notice and we analyze this situation, it's stupid. Because people in the old times, you divorce because the person was violent, was disrespecting the partner, was mistreating her or mistreating him. But nowadays it's about technology, and it's everything, because we as a human beings, we like to get attention. Like the little ones, when they cry and jump and make a mess on the floor, it's because they want your attention. They want to say, hey, I'm here, love me, care about me, take care of me. That's the message, the indirect message from children to adults. What happened with the adults? When we became adults, the attention we want is, okay, we are all day long working, we arrive home, okay, let's talk about how was our day. And then when we finish talking, then we do an activity like I know can be tiring, because you have a rough day, you don't want to do anything, but okay, let's play board games, or let's watch a movie together to get that connection. But no, everyone is in their old cell phone all the time, during the day, during the evening, and they don't even spend quality time with the partner. It's amazing. I'm not saying to be 24/7 together like a gum sticking together, no, but I say quality time. Like I say in my previous videos, how to spend quality time with their kids is the same with the adults. Adults, we need quality time. Like if I'm living with a partner and we haven't seen each other for all day long, and the only time that we have connection face to face is in the evenings, make that connection. Don't make it like robotic. Like okay, we have meal, then we have sex and go to sleep. Because that become a routinary thing, and you become it's like when you are eating a delicious dessert, and you eat the same delicious dessert every single day, you're going to get tired of it. You get I don't want for a while dessert because I get really, this is too much for me. So it's the same with the relationships. If you do the robotic thing, like, okay, you arrive from work, you have dinner, you have sex, and next day the same thing, it's like doing something as a chore, not because you really want to or need to, or you want to really enjoy and make happier your partner. So unfortunately, technology is killing us. We need to be awake. We need to, it's good to be, you live in the city. On the weekends, try to go to the suburbs. Try to go to the city limits. Enjoy the nature. Enjoy the park. Go and watch the birds. Don't use your headphones or your AirPods or whatever. Is listen to the wind. Listen to the birds, listen to the nature, what the trees when they move, what they are telling you. That give you relax. That's why people nowadays, they are so anxious or depressed. If a psychology study shows, I was reading a newspaper like a week ago, that people in these times, in this century 21st, is getting more depressed, that is living too much in the past, and is getting too much anxiety, is because they are living too much in the future and they are not living the present. What this means, the technology is affecting us tremendously. If you notice your ancestors, your uncles, your great-grandparents, your grandparents, and you see their history, they were happier, even though they were in of course, living the violent situation and everything, but at least they live a better life. You know, they were living the present. Nowadays, we live too much in the past, like, oh, I wish to go back in the past and don't worry about anything, or I wish to be in the future and see what is going to happen. But remember, in the present, we create our future. So if we are right now depressed, anxiety, we are not living the present, we are not embracing what we are living right now, in the future we're not going to have too much. It's going to be worse from what I'm getting right now. It's like, for example, if I start to smoke 1-2 cigarettes a day, in the future I'll be smoking like 2 packages of cigarettes a day, because that is an addiction. Same with alcohol, with drugs, with food, with everything. Everything is an addiction, and we are emotional eaters. From own experience, in my younger years, I was very, very, very obese, very overweight. I've been struggling with that most of my life. But why? Because I didn't work in my emotions. I was so bringing all my past to the present. I was bringing my traumas from my childhood. I had to go to therapy to find out ways to know myself better. So I'm not relating food with emotions anymore. I know that if I'm struggling with something, I had to go to take a walk, listen music that relax me, that made me think positive things. I'm not going to be thinking negative things and be stressed out thinking in the past and what is going to happen next week and in the future. Am I going to be okay? Am I going to still have a job? Am I going? So if I want to keep my job in the future, take care of your job right now. It's an example. If I'm afraid to be fired, don't be afraid. I grab that fear and says, okay, I'm going to do my job every single day in the good way. And if you do it in the good way, I bet you in a few years, 3 to 5, 10 years, you're going to have still in the same job if you want to. If you get tired of it and you realize that you can do better than what you're doing and in your job they don't appreciate it, go and look for another job. But remember, you have to appreciate you first. You have to value what you do in your job. If you don't value yourself, nobody's going to value you. For more degrees, you can have 5 years of bachelor degree, 3 years in master's, you can have a PhD, whatever degrees you have on knowledge or experience. But if you don't value yourself, nobody's going to value you. Nobody's going to say, hey, you're doing a great job. Oh, this person is an asset to this company. We need to keep her or keep him happy. No, they're not going to value you. They say, oh, we can wait that this person leaves because we don't like him or we don't like her or whatever. But it's because you're not valuing yourself. I'm saying this because this happened to me before. I used to complain my previous jobs why they don't value if I'm very smart, I'm efficient, I'm organized, I'm detail oriented, I have very good qualities, and these people is not appreciating me. My managers, my directors, my whoever that is on top of me. But it's because I didn't value myself. I saw myself like an ant, like I'm worthless, that I don't deserve better. But when I started to love myself more in the way to take care of myself more, to auto-analyze myself and realize that I have a very beautiful values, is when people start to value me. Because remember, we project outside the way that we feeling inside. If I feel ugly, if I feel like a cow, if I feel whatever, people is going to notice that. And then you confirm, see, people is looking at me. Look, they're looking at my big belly, or they are looking my big ass, or they are looking this and this. It's because I'm feeling it first, and I'm projecting. We are projectors. So if I feel secure, smart, I'm a quality person without going to the other side to be egocentric or narcissist, that is a bad thing. Everything in balance, like I always say in my videos, everything we have to find the balance to be happy. Happy is a word, but to be content, to be stable in your life emotionally in all the ways. So everything starts from inside and out, not the other way around, like society and family and friends make us seem. Like if you buy a car, you'll be happier. If you buy a house, you'll be happier. If you get a partner, you'll be happier. Guess what? Once you get that, what you were looking for, a car, for example, if you get a new car, you're going to be content for a few weeks or a couple months. Then you're going to find that your friend's car is better than yours. So you are now focusing to get a better car than the one that you have already, because that doesn't make you happy anymore. So it's when we realize that material things don't make us happy. Just fulfill needs that we have in working ourselves, and we think that having assets, that having 3-4 cars, one for the week, one for the weekend, or having a bigger house than the one that I have is going to make me happier, and it's not, because it's more job. You have to hire someone to help you to clean up the house. You have to put security cameras. You have to put a lot of things that you don't realize at the moment. Like, oh, I want this, like a little kid. I want this lollipop, and then no, I want a chocolate. Oh, I want this. It's the same with adults. If we don't work in our emptiness, what we are missing, and we are missing love, we have to give more love to ourselves. If we are missing, if we feel lonely, we need to learn how to be with ourselves. Because unfortunately, people always tell us that if you feel lonely, you need to be with a partner. And some people, just to the simple fact to be with someone, they just choose the wrong people. So we need to observe ourselves and realize what we are living and what we are teaching our kids. That's the thing. I had seen families, parents and the little ones, everybody, the little ones with the tablet, the parents with the cell phone, everybody's in a restaurant eating, and they are not talking to each other because everybody's eating and watching the tablet or the cell phone. Do you think that is healthy? Think about it and use your common sense. That is not healthy. Technology is killing us. Yeah, technology is nice to make us our life more practical and make us lazier, because we don't want to move a finger nowadays. We want that everything be served and cut it for us and put it in your mouth. The technology is spoiling us in the wrong way. That again, I don't against technology. I think it's amazing that we have certain ways that to make our life more practical, but at the same time it's killing us because we are killing our social skills. And I'm thinking about our future, our current and future generation. They are losing social skills. It's amazing that they go to a party, to a gathering, a picnic or something. The kids, they from 12 and up years old, they don't know how to interact with other kids. They talk a little bit and then they go back to their electronic devices. If they have a Nintendo or a cell phone or something. So it's amazing that they don't know how to interact with others because they absorb everything from the screen, everything they absorb, but they don't speak it out. They are keeping their frustrations inside, their worries, everything is inside. They need to let it out, because people, even kids, they explode, and that's why sometimes the kids, they do something that harmed others, or they kill themselves. It's, for example, don't believe me, search Switzerland, Finland, Japan. Those countries are with a really the highest technology ever. They are almost perfect countries comparing with the rest of the world. They have most of everything because everybody has the same quality of income or life. So in other ways, there are no poor people over there. Most of them, they have really middle and high class. They have really good jobs and income. They work just 6 hours a day, so the rest of the day can spend time with their family. But guess what? It's the countries that they commit more suicide. Why? Because they had that much perfect life that they don't value what they have. They have really nice houses, nice cars. They have really great, good kids, healthy, but they don't value that. And when you have everything in your hands, you don't value it until you're missing it. So that's why I'm telling you, people out there, my community, please use your consciousness. Appreciate what you have. Don't focus on what you need and what you are missing. Focus on the little things that you have with the people you have. Some people say, oh, I feel lonely, I don't have anyone. But they have their kids, or they have a partner, or they have their pets are company. Even though they are not talking, they are there for you. They are taking care of you, even you don't notice. But people don't value those things. They feel the need to be with a family of 6, 7 brothers and sisters, uncles, cousins, and they will feel fulfilled. And there is the other side. There are people that they have all the family around, and they still feel empty. They still feel lonely, and people is around them. And there are other people like me, or other people that is alone, not lonely. I want to clear that. Lonely, it means that I feel empty, that I don't know how to be with myself. And alone is because it's my own decision to be by myself. And I don't want to be right now with a partner or with someone because I don't see the need to do it. If I want to have a partner, it's because I want to share my happiness. I don't want drama, and I don't want that people bring me problems because I'm not bringing problems to their lives. So I'm looking for the same. And until that person doesn't appear in my life, I'm content with myself, because I learned in the hard way. I'm a Hispanic person, a Latin person that, and maybe you know over there, you are watching me from other cultures, the Hispanic culture, we are very together. Like if we go to the doctor, we go with the cousin, with the sister, with someone. Always have a time for you, and you are with that person. Wherever errands you need to do, you go with that person. Guess what? When I came in my younger years to this beautiful country in the United States, I had to learn in the hard way to start to do my errands by myself, because I didn't have anyone, or even if I have friends or family, they are working all the time. They don't have the time to say, oh, let me go with you to the dentist appointment, or to the doctor appointment, or to the bank, or to whatever. I had to start to learn to go by myself. And in the old times, I used to say, I don't know, these people, I see some people that they eat by themselves, or they go to the movie theater by themselves. I don't know how they do it. I couldn't do that. But guess what? We passed the years, and I learned in the hard way that I had to be by myself. And you know why God or the universe allow you to be by yourself? Is giving you opportunity to know you better. Because when you are with many people around you, never, even with a partner, you don't have the time, the me time that we call it my me time. We don't have that quality me time with ourselves. And that's why we don't know what we want. That's why when people ask you, what do you want to eat? Oh, I don't know. Let me think. What do you want? If I give you $1 million, what do you want to spend that $1 million in? Oh, well, I would like a house or a car. No, maybe a trip to Europe. I don't know. It's because you don't know yourself. When you don't know about things, it's because you don't know about yourself. You don't know what you like. You don't know what you need. You don't know what you want to be in 5 years. What is your goals in life? You don't know anything because you are very insecure inside. You haven't worked in your fears and in your insecurities. I've been there, done that. I used to be a very fiery person. Like I everything was scary for me. I said, what about if I study this? What about if I don't pass the test? What about if I study that? What about if I fail? What about if I want to work in this company? But what about if they don't accept me? And it's because everything was inside of me. Everything was because I was so insecure. I didn't have faith in me. I didn't trust myself. So I learned in the hard way through the years that I need to trust myself more, that I need to know myself more. That's why in my life I had been more myself than with a partner. Because partners, and also I learned in the late years, like 7 years ago, that partners, when come to our life, is to get to suck our dark side. Everybody has a light side and a dark side. Our light side is example, I'm smart, I'm clean, I'm organized. Those is the light side. The dark side is I have a bad temper, I have a bad thoughts, like a negative thoughts. I want to harm myself. Those are my dark side. So partners, the person that you sleep with, or your kids, or your family, someone that is close to you, is reminding you that you need to work in the dark side. How? Because what we don't like in that person that I'm dealing with every single day is because it's something that I haven't worked in myself. Like, for example, if my husband or my boyfriend or whoever is cheating on me, it's because I'm cheating to myself. That doesn't mean that I'm a cheater, like I cheat with other guys. No, it means that I'm cheating to myself. How I cheat to myself? I say, since tomorrow I'm going to change my eating habits. I'm going to eat healthier. But guess what? Next day, I have a temptation and I want a burger. I want fries. And I know those things harm my stomach, but I'm still eating it. So I'm cheating to myself because I said inside my mind that I'm going to start eating habits since tomorrow, but I changed my mind and I is still eating the wrong stuff. It's an example. Same with everything. We say, oh, since tomorrow I'm going to drink less alcohol. If the person likes to drink alcohol, a cocktail or wine every single day, and you want to change those things, you say to yourself, oh, since tonight, I'm not going to drink more wine. It's an example. But guess what? You cheated yourself because then you say, just for today, I will start tomorrow, and you drink your wine. So that's the problem. You need to change the way that you think. And you need to trust yourself, and you need to be more truthful to yourself. If you are honest with yourself, you will attract people that is honest to you. But you cheat to yourself, you're going to attract people, even just new friends, that they're going to betray you. They are going to do bad things behind your back because you're doing bad things to yourself. Analyze. Don't believe me. Experience it. Don't believe me. Please don't believe anything I say here. Search. Auto-analyze yourself, experience it, and then you tell me in the comments. Please, I would like to hear your comments. Have you had that experience? Have you thought about why things happen to you? Because most of us we think, oh, why this person is why I always meet the wrong people, or why I always apply in the wrong companies that they don't value me. That is because how we are feeling inside, how we are projecting outside. So we need to, sorry I made this video a little long, but I'm excited to share with you all the things, and I want you that my community open your consciousness and use your common sense and auto-analyze yourselves. And in conclusion, please, technology, we have to put it in balance. We don't have, and nowadays a person cares more about a cell phone, than their own life. They can drop the cell phone on the floor and they're going to kill someone if that cell phone is not working or whatever. But if something happened to them, they don't care too much. They care more about the cell phone than their own life. It's amazing. So thank you for watching my videos, and see you until next time. Bye-bye.